Okay, class, hello. I'm going to go over some of the series stuff that we did yesterday that you were all having anxiety over. So here, let's just start from 1i. Okay, I'm doing 1i right now. I'm just going to make sure this is in the shot. Okay, we're good to go. 1i. So we have 13 plus 17 plus 21 plus 25, and we're going all the way to an 8th term, which we don't know, T8, okay? Now I know that I have two equations. The first one that they give us is Sn is equal to n divided by 2 multiplied by the first term plus the last term, Tn, or we could write T8 because we know we go all the way to T8, okay? So this is that is my equation. And I need to know, so I know n, I know n is 8. I know Sn, I don't know Sn, sorry. And I know T1, but I don't know T8. So I know T1 is 13. D, I know we're going up by plus 4 every time. And Tn or T8, I don't know. So I have to use my formula for Tn, which we go back is T1 plus n minus 1 times D. Okay, we're cool. So this is running with number 2. So in order to use this formula, I need to know what Tn or T8 is, okay? So I do this. It is 13 plus n is equal to 8. 8 minus 1 times 4 is 13 plus 7 times 4. So T8 is equal to 13 plus 28, 41. Okay? I'm going to take this, and now I can use Sn there. So Sn is equal to 8 divided by 2, 13, which is T1, plus T8, which is 41. Okay? Sn is equal to 4 times 54. Sn is equal to 54 times 4, 260. So the sum of this 8-term series is 216, okay? If I went too fast, you can rewind it now. Hey! Okay. Let's move on, shall we? Let's do, okay, let's do 1, 4. Or we'll do 1, 3. 3i, doing 3i, okay? So I've got 9 plus 14 plus 19 plus 24 plus all the way to plus 104, okay? So I'm looking at this, and my T1 I know is 9. My difference is plus 5. I know that my nth term, I don't know what n is, but I know that the last term is 104. So Tn is 104. I don't know what n is. Anything else I need? I don't know. So I'll go to my first equation. Sn is equal to n divided by 2. T1 plus T8, or sorry, Tn. Okay? I don't know this. This is what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know n. I know T1, and I know Tn. I have two unknowns here, so I can't solve Sn until I know what n is. So let's look at the other equation I know. Tn is equal to T1 plus n minus 1 times D. I know this, I know this, and I know this. So I can solve for n. So let's solve for n. First off, t1, it's not married to anything. It's on its own. So I can subtract out t1 here. Actually, first let's put in the number so I don't confuse you. So I'll put in 104 is equal to 9. Let me just make sure you can see all the numbers there, okay? Is equal to 9 plus n minus 1 times 5. Okay? So I can subtract out the 9 here because it's unattached. So I'll have to do that. This becomes 95 is equal to n minus 1 times 5 times. So I can subtract out, I can divide out the 5. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. This becomes 19. So 19 is equal to n minus 1. So n, and I add the 1 on each side, n is equal to 20. Okay, now I have all that, and I can solve for Sn. So Sn is equal to 20 divided by 2, 9 plus 104. Let's make sure this is in the shot. Oh, it's in the shot. Okay. Sorry about that. So 104 Sn is equal to 10 times 9 plus 104 is 113. Sn is 1130. I hope. I think so. Okay, so the sum of my 20-term series is 1130, where the last term is 104. Okay? So, let's do 2a, okay? 2a, where a, which is the same as t1, is 12. They tell us n is 20, d is 4, and they want to know what the sum of 20 terms, the first 20 terms of that series is. Okay? So I go to my equation. Well, Sn is equal to n divided by 2, t1 plus tn, and I know this, but I don't know this, so I can't solve this just yet. But I do have a formula for tn, my other formula. t1 plus n minus 1 times t. Okay? So I know this, and I know this. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, I can solve this. t1 is 12, 20 minus 1 times 4. Tn becomes 12 plus 19 times 4, which is equal to, Tn is equal to, 19 times 4 is 76, 88. Okay, now I can take this back into here. So now, Sn equals 20 divided by 2, 12 plus 88. My 20th term Tn, my last term, when n is equal to 20. So Tn is the same as t when n is equal to 20, is 88. So this becomes Sn is equal to 10 times 100 is equal to 1,000. I hope. I might be making mistakes. Maybe you'll catch them. Okay? Not so bad. Okay, let's try a hard one. Let's try 2e. Where they tell me that T1 or A is 12. The sum of first 15 terms is 453. And they want to know what D is equal to. Well, I also know that N in this case is going to be 15 because we're dealing with first 15 terms. So N is 15. I took that from right here, kind of like a little sneaky thing they do to us. So I go to my equations. Sn is equal to N divided by 2. T1 plus Tn. I know this, I know this, and I know this. So I can actually solve for this. And I'm probably going to use that in the next equation to solve for D. So let's solve for that right now. Well, so let's plug stuff in. 453 is equal to 15 divided by 2, 12 plus Tn. This is 7.5. Well, let's rewrite it. 453 is equal to 7.5, 12 plus Tn. Now, I can't play around with this because this is a family. It's in the bracket, so it's together right now. But I can, the 7.5 is on the outside being multiplied, so I can do the opposite. That becomes 1. And then this becomes 453 divided by 7.5. 60.4. So 60.4 is equal to 12 plus Tn. Okay? Now it's easy for me to get rid of this 12 here, which I do to both sides, and I find out that Tn is equal to 60.4 minus 12, 48.4. Okay? That is my value when n is equal to 15. That's my 15th term, 48.4. Okay? So now, we're going to use my equation for Tn to figure out D. So Tn is equal to T1 plus n minus 1 times D. Now I'm solving for D. I know this now, I know this, and I know this. So let's plug stuff in and do it. So 48.4 is equal to 12 plus 15 minus 1 is 14, so 14D. I just don't have space, so I'm going to do that. It would be 15 minus 1 gives me 14 times D, 14D. So I'm going to subtract out the 12 here from each side, which gives me 36.4 is equal to 14D. Now I can just isolate for D by dividing out the 14. 36.4 gives me a D of 2.6. So we are increasing by 2.6 every time, and that's the answer that they were looking for. Okay? I'm done.